can't believe we're already here. Season's flying by, and we've had some good meals together. And this week is no different. As always, thanks for joining us at Cook Before Noon. This show is all about giving you game day recipes you can savor for the entirety of Sunday while you go through an emotional roller coaster watching your team today. Now this week, we're not even going to have to turn an oven on, cook anything. We're going to make game day appetizer that'll blow your socks off. It's quick, it's fresh, and the perfect thing to snack on. Doesn't take much time, nothing complicated, just great flavor and easy to eat with one hand. This week we're making Prosciutto Pesto Caprese Skewers. Try to say that 3 times fast. Prosciutto Pesto Caprese Skewers. Prosciutto Pesto Caprese Skewers. It's actually not that hard. Now let's put together a shopping list. First on the shopping list is prosciutto. You'll want about 6 to 8 slices in the pack. Grape tomatoes, preferably the mini mozzarella balls. Fresh basil leaves, pesto sauce, enough for about half a cup. Balsamic glaze, olive oil, salt and pepper, and skewers. Now we're ready to put the skewers together. You're gonna wanna grab a small mixing bowl. Also gonna wanna grab the pesto and olive oil. We're gonna add half a cup of pesto. Should have kept the spoon. Then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Mix this together. We're gonna set this aside for now. When making skewers, it's very dependent on how many people you're serving. I'm gonna share what to add to each skewer. And depending on how many people, I'd make 1 to 2 skewers per person. Next, we're gonna slice the prosciutto in half. We're gonna slice these in half the long way. Grab your skewers, tomatoes, and mozzarella, and basil. On each skewer, first we're gonna add 1 tomato. Then we're gonna add some prosciutto. We're gonna fold this in half twice, and actually 3 times. Then your basil leaf. The basil leaves that were at the store, a little bit smaller than I was hoping, so I'm gonna add 2. But if you have larger basil leaves, 1 is just fine. Add the mozzarella, and then repeat. So for each skewer, you're gonna want 2 tomatoes, 2 slices of prosciutto, 1 or 2 basil leaves depending on size, and 2 mozzarella balls. And depending on how many people you have, I'd make 1 to 2 skewers per person. Next, you're gonna wanna put your skewers on a serving platter, and we're gonna add the finishing touches. Go ahead and grab the pesto sauce. It's been sitting for a little bit, so let's give it another mix with the oil. What we're gonna do here is drizzle it over the top of each of the skewers. Pesto might be a little clumped together. You just wanna spread it evenly across. If you have a brush, works even better. Personally, I do not mind if I go a little heavy on the pesto. Next, we're gonna add a touch of salt and pepper. And last, but definitely not least, we're gonna drizzle with some balsamic glaze. We outdid ourselves with this one. feels like such a fancy dish, but yet so simple. Honestly, this one's hard to beat. No mess besides the pesto. No hassle. And like I said, feels fancy without really trying that hard. We didn't even have to turn on the oven this week. It's the kind of thing you can throw together last minute and still impress everyone. Fresh, easy, and always the first thing to go. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.